Hi, this is Chico Resch. You are listening to the Let's Go Devils podcast on the Primetime Radio Network.
Happy Devils Monday. This is the Woo Report. The Woo Report, episode 246. Coming to you live in the middle of the afternoon, a Monday afternoon. A rare Woo Report in the Monday afternoon. But there's good reason why we're having a live podcast right now. I'm your host, Sam Woo. Coming to you live from the Primetime Radio Studios bunker before the Devils take on the Washington Capitals. Streaming live on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Twitter Live, and Twitch on the Let's Go Devils Network. Also putting up the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts, Spotify, Audible, Amazon Music Prime, iHeart app for your afternoon commute for Game Day Live and Devils After Dark tonight. Welcome. Those going to the game tonight, go to American Whiskey. We'll try to push the stream out, Game Day Live and Devils After Dark on the big screen at the bar, American Whiskey, 51 Edison Place, across the street from Prudential Center and Devil's Den, and next to Championship Plaza. Baja Galoob says, up, Woo and crew. What's up? Mack Black is what's up. The Mack Black Resurgence. The New Jersey Devils going for 4 straight tonight. Mack Black named 3rd star of the week by the NHL. His goals against average is nearing 2, closing in at 2, not 4. His save percentage is, I believe, above 90% right now. Did you think that Mackenzie Blackwood would make a resurgence? Did you write him off? And I said this over the summer, that I didn't predict it. That's what I'm not insinuating. But I said this over the summer. It's like, can you imagine if Mack Black comes back and lives up to his potential, and you got Vitek Vanacek backing him up, or those two vying for the number 1 goalie position? Lindy Ruff heard the chants on opening night. Fire Lindy. Now he's going with the hot hand, the hot goaltender, Mackenzie Blackwood. Mack Black standing on his head. Timely saves. Credit the Devils' defense against the Islanders and against the Ducks, holding their opponents 20 or less shots on goal. I don't have the stats for what they did against San Jose, but they barely got away with it towards the end there. Yes, the post, Erik Karlsson hitting the post. You can hear it ringing throughout Prudential Center, the Rock. But you know what? These things average itself out. Good luck, bad luck. Right now, Mackenzie Blackwood, Mack Black, has all the luck right now. When they go your way, everything goes your way. It just seems. When it rains, it pours. And right now, the Devils are pouring with wins right now. And we actually, sorry, I got distracted by a comment, but are the Devils for real? We actually talked about this on Sunday edition of the Let's Go Devils podcast, which was yesterday. You got to be cautiously optimistic. They've done this before the last 2 seasons under the Lindy Ruff regime. They would start out decent, and then they fall off a cliff somewhere around late November. So I'll reserve judgment if this team is really that good. The only difference right now is they spent all the way to the cap. They got some real good players through free agency, character players, leaders of this young nucleus, and to the credit of Nico Hischier Jack Hughes and Jesper Bratt, they've emulated what some of these New Jersey Devils have done. Eric Holla is doing well on faceoffs. The guy back checks like no other. Good habits is contagious. Good habits will help the team. And if the entire team is back checking and helping each other out and playing like a team instead of individuals, you got yourself a good hockey team. Nick Gallo says, we'll know how good they are in December and January. Nick Gallo said, how will the episode turn into complaining about is honestly a very good third jersey taking bets. No, we're not going to complain about that, Nick. Okay? But what we will say is Mack Black is hot right now. He's got the confidence. He's healthy. He's showing you why Team Canada took a look at him for the Olympics. Now, there's some debate and argument about the lineup tonight. Running 11 forwards and 7 D guys with 2 goaltenders. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. And the reason why I'm okay with it is, well, you can run effectively 3 lines, have your star players double shift. You can make the argument, is that sustainable? But you know what? You got to play to your strengths. Tom Fitzgerald just acquiring a ton of defensive talent, young talent. I'm still waiting for a Hoychuk to come up and Riley Walsh one day. And then you've got Luke Hughes, Seamus Casey, Ethan Edwards, Simone Nemitz waiting in the wings for the future. I have to say that, you know what, why not go 8D? Now, of course, I should say, I'm trying to make a point. I'm not really saying go 8D. But who cares? What works, works. You got Kevin Ball. He's got the size. Just not enough roster space to put him on there. Well, you know what? You create that. And when you go against teams like the Washington Capitals that could physically wear you down, a veteran team, now aging, Alexander Ovechkin still scoring goals, you still have to put your best foot forward. Attack accordingly. And if Lindy Ruff wants to put 11 forwards and 7 D guys, so be it. If it's unconventional, so be it. But if the Devils win, don't complain. They got back-to-back games against the Capitals, and they had trouble with the Red Wings during their home opener, then going to Detroit. I think it's a good idea that Lindy Ruff is playing the hot hand in Mack Black, Mackenzie Blackwood. And I also think that Lindy Ruff knows that his time is running out if he doesn't do something now. The way the Devils responded after the home opener, you got to give them credit there. I know it's only 3 games. They're going on their 4th and 5th. But they stopped the bleeding early. They're playing better hockey, led by Andre Palat, which is why the Devils paid him the big bucks to lead this team. And the players are following his lead. And you got to give those players some credit. Down 2-0 against the Ducks. It was Palat that put that puck in the net. And that was a tough shot. Again, a tough pass to get it to the net. But Palat did that. Mack Black, just his resurgence. You can feel the confidence right now. You could feel the Devils are starting to put it together. But there's a lot of work that needs to be done. They still need to clean up parts of their game. They still need to be more consistent. So I'm not going to say that the Devils are a playoff team just yet. But I will say, though, is, hey, they're worth the price of admission right now. And they look to be relevant by the end of the season. Can they make the playoffs? They got to win games now. It's a long 82 games for the New Jersey Devils or any NHL team. But now it's the time to get those 2 points, those 2 solid points. And the challenge is Monday and Tuesday, today and tomorrow. And the Devils have to step it up. But one game at a time, one shift at a time. You can't look too far ahead. And Lindy Ruff knows that. He's a veteran coach. But the Devils are above 500 at the moment. 3 wins. 3 wins, 2 losses. Going for their 4th straight. Jesper Bratt, 8 assists on the season. I believe he's tied with Panarin last time I checked for the league. Jack Hughes, I think he's pressing a little bit too much, starting his 8-year, $8 million contract. But that's okay. He'll get it. Nico Hischier had a bad start to the season with that nagging injury, but he's back. He's clutch. He's scoring goals when the Devils need it. And that's something to be optimistic about. But all that stuff doesn't mean anything if they lay a goose egg tonight and tomorrow. That's how fragile the Devils are. I want to remind you that. Things are good right now, but the narrative could change in a hurry for both the Devils and Lindy Ruff and their fans. So tonight's a must-win again to keep that momentum going. The confidence of Mackenzie Blackwood. Ride that confidence. Ride the hot hand. Get those wins now. Because you're going to need those points in the standings come March and April. And let's hope that the New Jersey Devils will be relevant then. Denny says this team isn't even close to playoff contention, but have been playing well, yes. Exactly what I've been saying, Denny. And I completely agree with you. You got to be cautiously optimistic here. We've been burnt as fans before in the past. There's no time to be patting ourselves on the back. This team does have talent and potential, but can they put it together? That's why they brought in Palat, Marino, Hala, and the rest, and the upgrade in the coaching staff as well. But the Devils will need to get it done tonight. And it's going to be a big challenge against the Washington Capitals who, well, if you remember that shortened pandemic season, they basically swept them 8-0. 8 games, 8 losses for the Devils against the Caps. Last year they didn't do too bad, but still, we need to see better goaltending tonight, clamping down on defense, matching the physicality of the Washington Capitals. And you know that they're going to be ready tonight at the Prudential Center. For all those going to the game, stop by American Whiskey, 51 Edison Place, across the street from Prudential Center, Devil's Den, next to Championship Plaza. And also Game Day Live, 6:30 p.m. Eastern today. Vinny Parisi and I will pregame. We'll go over the game. And then afterwards, Devils After Darks, Scotty of Sirius XM, Liquid Metal, and I will recap the game that was. So keep it here. Dropping the podcast in about 20 minutes for your commute to the Rock, to American Whiskey. We'll try to be on the Jumbotron today at American Whiskey. We got the camera set up. Also, November 12th, we're going to be there live for a special Game Day Live and Devils After Dark. Working on the specials at American Whiskey. They love you, the Devils fans, let me tell you. It's a good thing that's brewing here. And also, for all those private messages, where to pregame, go to American Whiskey, 51 Edison Place. Great bar, great people. And Nick Gallo says, what about October 30th? Well, we got more about that because we're going to be giving away tickets to the October 30th game shortly. We'll have more information about that. All right, folks, that's it. Whistler, LGD, everybody on social media during the workday. Till next time, this is the Woo Report. Let's go Devils.